Have you ever wondered how this is made? Anyways, this is batch. I'm going to be showing you how batch is made in Flutter. Join me. Alright, so the first thing you do is go to pubdev. Batch is a Flutter package. Go to pubdev and get the package. You say installing and pick the badges. This is the latest version. And come to your prospect.yaml. I already have it here, but in case you don't, you just paste what you copied here and save. Once you save, it is already installed. So you come to your main.dat. I have a predefined content already. I have two containers with blues, so I'm going to be adding batches to both of them. Badges dot badge. Now, badge is a widget, and a widget has the ability to reproduce, to have a child as a property. So we're going to be adding badge as a parent to these blue containers, okay, so that it can have the badge sign on top of it. So I'll add child badges.badge, then child. I'll just copy this container I already wrote. And I'll save for changes. You will notice that there is a red dot somewhere. Now, that red dot is a default batch content. So we're going to be adding our own batch content, which is another property of batch, okay? So batch content, I'll just add a text. So I want to assume that this is for notification. So I'll just add 4. You would see that there is a red round circle with 4 in it, just to show it's just an indicator, okay? So I'll also add batch to the second component, and just to show you that you can add other things, not just number. You can add things to it. It's just an indicator to show that, okay, something is happening here. So I'll add batch also to the second component, batch.badge, which will take in a child also. And I'll just copy and paste this here. Okay, so I'll add batch content also here. Now this time around, I want to add words. Say something like new, okay? Can you see that? So what do you notice? The content is what will determine the size of that circle, that red circle, okay? So if you see the new, you see that the circle is bigger than 4. So automatically it determines the size of that circle. So one other thing we can do is add on tap to this component. Batch as an on tap method, and what on tap does is it gives user the ability to interact with components. For example, take notification. When you click on the icon for notification, what is expected is for you to be navigated to the notification page. So that on tap is what does that. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to print something and you see it on the terminal. So I'll add on tap is a method, okay? And I'll print you have 4 new notifications, okay? So what is expected is when I click this, did you see on the terminal you have 4 new notifications? So that means it is responsive. So for the other components, let me just add on tap also. I'll just print something. New feature. Okay, and when I click, you see it, new feature. So that shows that it's working. So one more property I'll talk about is show badge, and I'll just show you how to do that first before I explain a use case scenario. So show badge, I'll set it to false. I'll set 1 to false. You can see the result. I'll set the other one to true. Yeah. So you will observe that the first one I set to false, the show content is not there anymore. The reason is because I already set show badge to false. And a use case scenario for this is when there is a new notification and probably a user entered that notification page, it means that it is no longer new and user does not need to see the count again. So that way you can remove the batch content using the show badge Boolean value. There are other properties. To learn more, sign up at Walera Academy. Don't forget to like, comment, share.